Who would have thought that a tiny groundhog could live a life even more exhausting than that of an overworked office worker? Night after night, it stands guard on duty, unable to get a decent sleep for over 2 years. The little fellow is named Fugi. He is a pet groundhog with a sweet, affectionate nature, a truly endearing companion. Whenever his owner calls, Fugi trots over on his short legs, snuggling into their palm and nuzzling affectionately. He has excellent daily habits and behaves beautifully during baths, never making a fuss or splashing about. After his bath, he even moves close to the hairdryer on his own, waiting patiently for his fur to dry. Sensible and low maintenance, he is deeply loved by his owner. Yet this adorable little guy has long suffered from chronic sleep deprivation. Late at night, when everyone else is fast asleep, Fugi often snaps awake. He sits upright with wide, round eyes, scanning the room vigilantly, acting as the household's dedicated sentry. At first, his owner simply thought he was a light sleeper who liked to wander around at night. However, seeing him struggle to keep his drooping eyelids open yet stubbornly refusing to sleep left the owner puzzled, unable to figure out the reason. The mystery was finally solved after the owner read some information shared by other netizens. In the wild, groundhogs live in environments fraught with peril. Eagles circle overhead waiting to strike, foxes and wolves roam the ground, and venomous snakes lurk in the grass. Danger is everywhere. To prevent their colony from facing total annihilation, they evolved an instinct to take turns standing guard. There is no fixed schedule. Whoever has the most energy takes the watch, and the colony looks out for one another, surviving by adhering to the system. Even though Fugi now lives a comfortable indoor life, with plenty of food and no natural predators, that sense of danger remains deeply ingrained in his blood. In his mind, once everyone falls asleep without a sentry on duty, danger could strike at any moment. With no fellow groundhogs around to share the watch, the burden of protecting the entire household falls solely on his shoulders. Yet, when his owner calls him over for a cuddle, it is simply for a bit of playful interaction. Fugi instinctively assumed a companion had arrived to relieve him, overjoyed at the prospect of finally getting some rest. Instead, all he received were caresses. His owner had no intention of taking over the watch. After his hopes were dashed time and again, Fugi had no choice but to straighten up and soldier on through the night alone. Seeing Fugi constantly listless and exhausted, his owner felt a mix of pity and amusement. Acting on a suggestion from netizens, the owner bought a Marmot plush toy to act as a companion and stand guard in his place. On the first night, Fugi finally let his guard down and enjoyed a sound, peaceful sleep. His owner was delighted, but the relief was short-lived. The perceptive Fugi soon sensed something amiss. The toy stood motionless, never rising to patrol the area or observing the survival rule of rotating shifts to avoid danger. Recalling how slacking off in the wild easily attracts predators, he was once again gripped by intense anxiety. He could no longer sleep soundly. He would rise after only a few moments to inspect the surroundings, repeatedly verifying the area's safety. To allay his fears, the owner attached a photo of himself to the toy and arranged a row of figurines to simulate a social group, doing his best to create the atmosphere of a rotating watch. Yet, ancient instincts could not be fooled. Fugi could distinguish between figurines and living creatures, fully aware that no one was truly sharing the burden of the watch. With no other option, Fugi continued to stand guard alone, day after day. While other pets ate their fill and slept, enjoying a carefree life, Fugi alone was bound by a genetically ingrained sense of responsibility, silently shouldering the duty of protecting his little home. His anxious, hard-working demeanor was amusing to watch, yet upon closer reflection, that pure, instinctual dedication stirred a deep sense of compassion.